This is a fully working law firm website we're going to set up within the next 15 minutes. It has a homepage, about us, services, contact, even a blog section, a contact form. People can get in touch with you. So we're going to set this up. I'm going to show you the fastest and cheapest possible way to do it. If you have any questions at any point, post them in comments below and I'll try to answer them. Okay, so to have a website like this, you need two things. You need a domain, so mylawfirm.com or something like that, and that usually costs about $10 a year. And you need a host, which will have different prices, but I will be showing you the cheapest host you can find and how to set it all up. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to be completely transparent with you guys, I am affiliated with two popular hosting providers. One is hosting.com and the second one is hostinger.com. There's links to both of them in the description. If you use my links to make a purchase, it basically gives me a small commission and it helps me continue making these videos. If you don't want to use the affiliate links, you can just go directly to the websites and that's totally fine. So at the time I'm making this video, Hosting has a deal that starts at $199 and Hostinger starts at $299 a month. Hosting has a better 1-year option. It totals to $24 and that includes the domain for the first year. Okay, so let's just go with 1 year and then server location. Just pick the closest location to your users. I'm gonna go with Germany because I'm in Europe, and then register a new domain. Let's just go with myawesomebusinessllc.com. Let's see if that's available. It is. Add to basket. Okay, great. Confirm and proceed. Okay, now for some reason they make you buy the domain for 2 years, but we can change that. Just click on edit and then switch from 2 years to 1 year, and that makes it free. Confirm and proceed. Okay, great. So now that totals to $24. Let's proceed to checkout. Okay, continue. Okay, let's add our billing. Okay, great. Order complete. And now we can just go and set up our website. Okay, so go to products and then go to log into control panel. Now scroll down and go to WordPress Manager. Click install. And now make sure the protocol is set to HTTPS. The directory should be left empty. Give your site a name and a description, and deselect all these plugins. We're not going to use them. And the last thing, just set your admin account. So set a username, a password, and an email, and then just click install. Now, if you use Hostinger, just scroll down. So yeah, don't scroll down. That's what I did. But yeah. So just go to your dashboard, click create, and then pick business. Select WordPress. Pick the language, the email, and your password. Deselect all these plugins, or just skip the AI thing, and that should be it. So now if you go and take a look at your website, you should be looking at a fresh WordPress installation. The next thing we're going to do is add /admin to our URL and log in. Okay, now let's go to appearance, themes, add theme, and search for Bosa Law Firm. Okay, and we're going to install the first one. Okay, now let's activate it and click get started. Okay, now let's dismiss all these notifications and just click import on the first one. Click install. Next. Yes, import. Okay, now let's take a look at what we have. Okay, so we have the home page. Looks great. Then about us. Okay, services, blog, and contact us. Okay, so the icons are broken. We're gonna fix them. But yeah, the pages are set up. Let's fix the icons. So go to dashboard, Elementor, settings, features, and then you have all these beta features. Set them to inactive, and then save. And now if we refresh the page, scroll down, you'll see that they're fixed. So that's great. Now, so we have the pages set up. The next thing we're going to do is add our own content and images and make sure everything is set up. So the way we do that is we're going to start with the header. So let's go and hover over edit and pick header. And in here we can customize everything. So we'll start with the logo. To change the site's logo globally, just go and click customize and then find site identity, and you have change logo. Click on that. upload files, select your file, and just add your logo. Now, if you don't have a logo, you can go to Canva and search for law firm logo, and just pick from any of these free templates. Just add your own company, your own firm's name, change the colors, export it, and then just add it in WordPress, and it will get replaced both in the header and in the footer right here at the bottom. And that's how you change the logo. Now, the contact details, just click on the edit icon and you can change them on the left side. So change the phone number. If you want to change the icon, click on that, replace the icon. Get a quote. Let's link to this to the contact page. So let's copy the contact us page link, paste it right here, click publish, and that's it. Okay, menu. Let's say you don't want a blog page. So to remove the blog, just go to menus. Okay, now expand blog and just click remove and then save. Now, if you do want to keep the blog page, so pages, blog. So let's take a look at what the blog page looks like. So the way the blog page works is it picks the blog posts from here. So posts, these are the posts picked up on the blog page, and I think there's a blog section on the homepage at the bottom right here. They get picked from this section automatically. So if you want to remove some of them, click trash and they will get removed from both those sections. If you want to create a post, just click add post, add the title, add your content, and publish it, and it will appear on both those pages. So yeah, that's how the blog works. We're not going to use the blog for this website because I don't think we're going to need a blog page. But yeah, that's how you do it. So okay, let's say we're done with the menu. That looks good. Now let's scroll down and look at the footer. So footer. Okay, and let's try to make some changes. So let's say we want to change, I don't know, this text. Just click on it, and on the left side, just change the text. You can style it. You can do whatever you want. So just replace the text right here. You should go to style. You can change the alignment. Okay, I added something else. You can add spacing. You can change the colors. You have text colors. You can change anything you want pretty much. So okay, let's remove powered by. This is the logo. Like I said, it gets picked up from the header automatically. Social links, so just expand. And if you want to remove some, just click on the X. If you want to paste or link the actual buttons to your website, just paste the link right here. And they're going to link to the actual pages. If you want to remove or edit these links, just expand them, add the links at the right here in the input, or just remove. So yeah, just click on the edit icon and just add your details, and that's pretty much it. Same with this footer menu, same with everything. And once you're done, just click publish, and that's it. Okay, now let's, so we're done with the header and the footer. Let's take a look at the actual page content. So the way you edit page content, click edit with Elementor, and that's going to open the Elementor editor. And it's really easy to use. You just, I mean, it's the same exact way as we just made changes on the header and the footer. Same exact thing. So just click on things, and on the left side panel, you have all the settings and changes you can make. Just replace and rename things. Now, let's say you want to rename or replace the banner. Right click, edit banner, style. Just replace the image, insert media, add your own banner, and it will get replaced. That's how you do it. If you want to change numbers, click on the edit and just change the number, the value. Now let's say you want to remove this button, right click, delete, and that's it. If you want to undo things, click Control or Command Z, and the edit got undone, reverted. Okay, let's remove contact. Okay, so that's how you make changes. That's how you change images. Just click and replace image, and that's it. So just go through the whole page, add your own content, add your own images. If you don't need things, remove them. Like this thing, for example. We don't have a blog section like we talked about, so let's remove the blog section and then hit publish. And that's it. We're pretty much done with the homepage now, and let's move on to the next pages. About us, the same exact way. Click edit, and then just start adding your own content, same exact way. Yeah, just click on edit and add things. This is a YouTube link, so to change that, click edit, and you have URL to embed. Just paste the YouTube link right here. If you don't have a YouTube video, simply remove the button, and that should work. That looks fine. So yeah, that's how you do it. Same with the social, with these companies, sorry, with logos. You can add your own logos, or yeah, I don't think you're gonna probably want to keep these one, but yeah, that's how you make changes. So just replace, add to gallery, upload your own files, and add your own logos. So okay, we're done with about us. Services. Okay, this page looks great. I don't know why the icons broke again. Let's take a look. Elementor settings, features. Okay, let's deactivate font icons. Okay, that fixed it, I guess, for now. Like, yeah, that's probably it. But yeah, let's take a look at the service page. Okay, same thing. If you want to change icons, click on sections, click on the icon, pick a new one, add new text, change the links, or maybe you don't want links, right click, delete, and they're gone. Hit publish, and you're done. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is go to contact us and make sure the contact form is set up. So go edit. Okay, now let's click on this error, and on the left side you have form. Pick contact form 1 or whatever form is available, and just select it, and that looks good. Now you have the contact, you have the map at the bottom, the Google map. So if you want to use it, you need to add an API key right here in integration settings. So to get an API key, you need to create one on the Google website. So create an account, add your credit card information. The problem is they give you a limited number of tokens you can use, so free plan, but once you go past their limit, they will start charging you. If you don't want to get charged, if you don't want to spend any money, just simply remove the map, and that's the simplest way to deal with it. You already have the address right here, and you should be fine. If you really want a map, you could simply add an image. Okay, so go and hit plus right here, and okay, not what we wanted. And image, add an image right here, and take a screenshot of Google Maps with your location. Upload it here, link it to Google Maps, and that's almost the same thing. The only difference is that people won't be able to pan over the image to look around, but I think that's gonna be fine for most people. So that's the workaround, and it's free. Yeah, so once you're done, hit publish, and you're all set up. Now you have a fully working website, and everything looks great, and it's accessible. People can access it on the phone. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't, that's fine. Subscribe or not. So yeah, that's it.